YouTubers, it's me, Morgan Tracy J, coming this morning with the morning fix. And guys, I got up, got my workout done, you know, had to take that shower, put my face on. Anyways, all that. I got my day started, and today I want to talk to you about bringing passion back into your life. Because guess what? For me, guys, I know you think I may have a lot of passion and a lot of zeal. Thank you so much for thinking that. But there are some days, guys, I don't have the passion. I don't have a passion for my calling sometimes. I don't have a passion to even serve God. But the way that God gives it to me is He gives it to me like a relationship. So the first year of the relationship, everything is so googly eyes. You love each other. Everything they do, you know, they're always consistent. They just make you so happy. But a few years, 5+ years into that relationship, things, sometimes they're inconsistent. They get on your nerves. You don't know where they're at. That's kind of how my relationship with God became after years. Because in the beginning, I had such a fire for God. All right. And I'm sure some of you can understand that. In the beginning, you have such a fire and a zeal for God, like to just, you just love God so much and you just want to share. That's kind of how it was in the beginning for me. But through years of my relationship with God, I would start to wonder where the fire went. God, where did the fire go? Where you at? You missing. You didn't come home last night, God. God, you ain't been consistent in this relationship. But it was really me. But that's how it would feel, you know? And so I want to talk to you today about how when I began to ask God to bring that fire back, He didn't just bring it back in total, okay? Like in its wholeness, like, here, there you go. You got the fire for the rest of your life. No. But God started to bring it back to me in little moments. And sometimes the moments were even up to weeks. And I want to tell you how to acknowledge when God has the power, the fire in your life. It's going to be a fire in your belly, okay? When He brings that to you, you got to utilize it. You got to cultivate it. You got to get to working. But I want to tell you, God does not bring you the fire when you're binge watching on Netflix. God does not bring you the fire when you're not working towards anything. God doesn't bring you the fire when you're not actively pursuing Him. You have to be doing something to expand His empire, to expand His kingdom, and God will bring you that fire. Ask for it, and it shall be yours. But I want to tell you, the fire that God brings you, it is usually for you to complete an assignment or fulfill His work, okay? So what I'm saying is if God has been putting on your heart to create a blog, okay? Let's just use this as an example. If He put on your heart to create a blog, then maybe you work on the blog maybe a couple hours out of the week after classes or something. But for some reason, this random week, you've been putting 8 hours in on working on this blog. There's such a zeal inside, such a fire to get it done. I want to tell you, that is the fire, that's the power of God working within you. He's working and He's trying to get the vision to come to light. I want to tell you, in my life, now that I'm obviously like a little more in my walk, I realized that God had been bringing me fire for so long, but I just thought it was creativity and juices flowing. I'm just getting creative. Oh no, it's because the Spirit of God is at work and He's trying to prepare you for the new. So He needs you to complete your assignment, to finish the work that He has called you to finish. It tells us in the Word that Jesus says that His nourishment came from doing the Father's work and completing it. I want to tell you, that is our nourishment. When you get that fire in your belly, God is saying, complete my work, do my will. So an example is, a couple, maybe this past summer, this room I'm in, which is my bedroom or my office room / studio room, was once my old high school bedroom. The walls were hot pink. I have a full vlog on it. I'll link it in the description below. But it was a storage room. And all summer I've said that would be a nice office room. Never got to work on it, guys. Procrastination at its like best. I never got to work on it. And then one day, God gave me a vision. And as soon as I seen what this room was going to look like, next thing I know, guys, I had such a fire. That fire stayed with me for 5 days. The day I got the vision, I began taking things out of here and pulling up tile. That was not in my own strength, y'all, because I'm kind of lazy when it comes to stuff like this, okay? So really, I did not procrastinate. This room got transformed in 5 days. A lot of painting, a lot of tile pulling, a lot of tile laying. A lot of things had to get done in this room, but it happened. And I want to tell you, I did it on my own. There was no one helping me. There was nobody handing me tile. There was nobody handing me paint buckets. I did it on my own. And with that being said, I know that that was the fire or the zeal of God. So I want to ask you, if you are lacking passion in your personal life today, Okay? If it's in your walk, if it's in your faith, if it's in your purpose, if it's in your calling, if you're lacking passion, start to ask God for the zeal, but also acknowledge when it comes, because it may not always stay. Just like in that marriage, when they finally rekindle that flame, if you don't work with it, you don't cultivate it, and you don't lean into it, and you don't get the most out of it, guess what happens? That flame begins to go down. So I want to tell you today, if you don't have passion, if you are without a fire for your life, I want to tell you, start to ask God for it, but acknowledge the signs when he brings it, and do your work. Do work. Don't be binge watching Netflix every day. You know what I mean? Start to actively pursue God. Start to serve God, so you can have the ears and the eyes to hear. Like, you can have the ears to hear, you can have the eyes to see. Like, oh, hold on, that's the Spirit of God working right now. All right? I pray you got blessed by this. I know I said a lot. Hope it inspires you. Hope it uplifts you, because we are supposed to have a fire inside for us, for him. But it's not always going to be consistent. But when it comes, we gotta make the most of it, y'all. We gotta utilize it, because that is the power of God rerouting you into some new territory, y'all. I promise you. All right? I love you so much, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.